So the next topic we'll be studying now is about blood vessels. So till now we were studying about the blood, then the blood groups and blood transfusion, and also about the Irish factor. Now the thing is, I have missed one topic in blood transfusion, that is whenever you donate blood to someone, and if your blood type and the other person's blood type doesn't match, okay, if both yours and the recipient's, the donor's blood and the recipient's blood type doesn't match, then what happens is the blood forms a gluey like structure, and that is known as agglutination. It's on page 68. You can see the word agglutination is written in bold. So that is the thing, that the mismatched blood types that clump together and clog the blood vessels in the body. And obviously, when a glue-like structure will form inside your body, then the circulation of blood won't be there, isn't it? So that process is known as agglutination. I had missed it writing in the video, but I think now you can understand it. So up till now, see, what did we study from the beginning? That the circulatory system comprises of three parts: blood vessels and heart. See, up till now we were studying only about the blood. Now we will go to the second component, that is the blood vessels. Alright, so we shall study about blood vessels now. See, what are blood vessels? These are, just a second, highlighter with the black ink. Yes, blood vessels are nothing but tube-like structures. Okay, these are just tube-like structures. For what? Now they are tube-like structure, but there is a purpose for it to being in a tube, so that blood flows. Okay, tube-like structure, so that blood vessels are tube-like structure, so that blood flows from one part to another, from one part of the body to another. Alright, now there are three types of blood vessels. You can pause the video and take the definition, or it's written in your book, so nothing to worry about. I'm not writing anything very different from what's written in the book. Sorry. Yes. So there are three types of blood vessels. I'm writing it in short. BV means blood vessels. Number 1, artery. Number 2, veins. And number 3, capillaries. Or in other way, what you can do is, let's write in this way, because it's written in your book. Let's write in this way, that number 1 we have written artery, number 2 let's write capillaries, and number 3 veins. Let's write in this way. This would be correct for you all. Okay, so there are three types. How many blood vessels types are there? There are three types: artery, capillaries and veins. Now we shall study about artery. One by one, shall we study that? Yes. I hope you all are understanding. I hope you all are not confused, and even if any confusion is there, don't worry, we shall study it in the class. Now we talk about artery. Artery means these are the blood vessels which carries oxygenated blood. Right, these are the pure blood. That is, oxygenated means pure blood. From where? From heart to other parts. Okay, so you can see this is the artery. So this is red in color, pure blood. Okay, purity is there. So blood, these are the blood vessels which carries oxygenated blood from heart to other parts. Please refer to page number 69 on your book. In your book, it's written the comparison between three blood vessels, artery, capillary, vein. So now let's focus on artery. So it's written there that it carries oxygen blood from heart to other parts of the body. Now the thing is that arteries, these are very thick walled. You see so many, this one layer, two layer, three layer. These are thick walled, and the cavity here is very narrow. It's very thin. Sorry, not that, in this way, narrow, very narrow. So when a passage is narrow, blood will flow at a high speed, high pressure. Okay, so when blood flows in an artery, see, when blood flows in an artery, the pressure is always high. Alright, the pressure is always high, and there are no restriction like valves. Valves are what? These are like structures that temporarily blocks the passage. So it's like, you know, good things should always go everywhere, isn't it? So like these are pure blood, so it should always go everywhere. Alright, so there are no valves, and the pressure, the blood that passes through artery are always in a high pressure, because the passage of artery is very thin. Focus here, okay? It's very narrow, and so the pressure will be very high when it is rush like anything, very high. So that was all about artery. Always oxygenated blood from a heart to other parts of the body. Now let's focus on, let's focus on the vein. Now what are veins? These are also blood vessels, but they carry what? Deoxygenated blood, or you can say impure blood. From where? From other parts of the body to heart. Alright, so artery was from heart, let me draw in this way, this is your heart, from heart to other parts of the body, okay, to other parts of the body. But in case of veins is what? This is other parts of the body to when blood, deoxygenated blood goes to heart. Please notice the arrow sign from where it is going, from heart to other parts of the body. This is from other parts of the body to heart. So these are all the impure blood that are present in other parts. For purification, it will go to the heart. So that is the role of a vein. Deoxygenated impure blood from other parts to heart, Now this in terms of veins, that these blood vessels, the passage is quite wide. Okay, the passage is quite wide. This one, let me draw here. The passage is quite wide. So what happens is that as there is space, so the bloods, they flow at a low speed, not high speed. But in case of arteries, you see the blood vessel, the passage is quite narrow, and so the passage is quite narrow, and so it rushes like anything, rushes. But here, as the passage is quite you know, wide, you can say the passage is wide in case of veins, so the blood flows at a low pressure, not much pressure, slowly it will keep on moving, slowly, slowly, slowly. But here one thing is there, here valves are present. You see these valves, again what did I say, roll of valves, these are like temporary structures that blocks the passage for some reason or the other, so that the blood which passes from other parts to heart, these are what, impure blood, veins carry impure blood, so these passages are there so that this impure blood doesn't rush back to the other parts of the body. It goes to the heart and then get purified and then again reaches our body. Then again all the wastes and all these things, impurity, all the impure blood, they will come up to the heart. This is the process. It goes on in a cycle in this way. So if the valve, suppose the valve is absent, what will happen is that the impure blood may rush back to the blood. So something has been carried on to the heart for purification. Without the valve, what will happen? It will just, it's like just fall down. The valve is like a gate, it will open, the impure blood will rush in, will rush, go, not rush in, veins don't rush actually, it will go slowly to the heart and that's it. The valve will close. So this is what is all about artery and veins, okay? Is it clear? Now next we come to capillary. What are capillary? Capillaries are basically, they are, you know, there are networks. You see in this network, all these things are networks. They are basically there to transport, you can see the definition in your book, I am not writing it. They are there to transport nutrients and other substances to every cell and carries back the waste products and other substances. So these are like all about not specifically blood but other nutrients and other waste, other substances apart from blood. These capillaries, they transfer from one place to another and these are very thin, these has very thin wall, because the thing is that some gaseous substances also are transported, so that needs to be diffused in this capillary, so they have a very thin wall. Suppose if they would have a thick wall, then the gases would not be able to penetrate this layer and it would be difficult to transport. Alright, the waste gases, everything. And also there are no valves in terms of capillary, there are no valves. So artery, no valves, no obstruction, okay. Capillary also no valves. These are because gases, nutrients, all these things. But vein has valves. Sorry, they have valves in this way, okay. They have valves. So that is what it's all about capillary. Now next is the pulmonary arteries and pulmonary veins. Now this is very important. I think I shall take up in the next video. All right.